What's up guys, BARRYGAMING here, back with some more Project Diablo 2, and today is kind of like a build update slash slam session because I probably spent a couple hours finally doing cow maps. I'm finally going through them. I'm doing more tier 3 type stuff. I love doing ruined cistern maps. Occasionally I'll still go back and do like sewers and stuff like that. Sometimes doing the newer maps. I'm mainly just going through all my cow maps now because it has been very beneficial. One of the things we've actually gotten very recently, oh my gosh, where did it actually go? Did I lose track of it? There it is. I found a 5/5 fire facet today, which is pretty good. I found, I think, a Sir, I found a Vex and a Gull, something like that. It's been a pretty lucrative day overall. We got some keys storing up. We got tons of Uber Ancients and, of course, Uber Lucian material starting to build up. We're in a good spot. So I'm actually considering pivoting on this build and going away from the Dragon chest piece. Stay tuned. I'm going to have something cool with that. But I'm going to have to save up like 20 high runes before I make the change. And we're at, what, 3, 4.5, 5-ish? We're at about 5 high runes right now. Not that much. Now, the big thing I want to go over here today is this tab right here. I'm gonna need this Worldstone shard section right here too. Basically, we're still running String of Ears. We're basically just using crafted or found half freeze duration rings so that we don't have to use a Ravenfrost, because AR is not a big deal. We have our Hellmouth still. Everything is still about the same. We haven't really done anything different. We're still using the dual Flame Bellow Frenzy for single target bossing. So as far as that is going, it's not much of a difference. We did build our Infinity a couple days ago. I just haven't been able to play too much lately. I think I'm probably on about 20 to 24 hours on the season, so pretty good for how much we've been able to farm. We got our Infinity. It's in a man catcher. It's a horrible robe. Minus 45 enemy lightning res, which isn't a big deal, but then also 263. Yeah, not great. So let's start this off. We have some stuff to either identify or roll here, and I kind of want to start out with this interesting tiara right here. So I've never played a Sork, so I imagine this would only be good maybe for like a Fire Sork, because you got Nightwings for cold builds, you got Griffins for light builds. I want to see what happens here. And we do have puzzle pieces, we have slams. Is this going to survive a slam? I have absolutely no clue, but that's what we're going to find out here today. So let's hit that button. I upped it so it can get 3 sockets. Cannot be frozen. Wait a minute, it's not +1 and it's not 3 sockets, but it's not bad. And we do have a couple puzzle pieces. Please hit 2 sockets. Okay. I don't know if that's worth anything. It just looks really good. 2 sorcerer skills, 20 faster cast rate, 20 energy, which I guess does help if you're using like a energy shield type build. 15 all res, cannot be frozen, a little bit of magic find, and then of course those 2 sockets. I think that turned out pretty dang well. Probably the 3rd best outcome. I think the best outcome would have been +1 with 2 hole punch. I think the 2nd best would have been 3 sockets. And then this with cannot be frozen. That seems pretty good. I think we're going to have to list that on the auction house. So now we got a few items here that are just completely unidentified here. So we need to identify them. And I like identifying them with a slam. Now I think shark skin is... oh, geez, what is it? Shark skin is... We already have one, don't we? Or maybe I gave it away. I think I might have given it away. The one that's Deadly Strike, right? Let's see if it survives. It might have. Oh, it's a Razor Tail. Cold res. That's not really that great. Let's go with Mage Plate. So this should be a Kahigan. I think they lowered the number of plus skills on this season, but let's see if it survives. It does. Indestructible. Okay, Diamond Mail. I think this is the brand new enhanced damage, max deadly strike race skin. I think it is. It did not survive. Did it get anything good? No, it did not. That's garbage. Well, that sucks. And the last one should be a shaft stop. Kind of hoping for 3 sockets. 30% PDR here. Faster hit recovery, 28%. That's not too bad. So as far as those went, I mean, I guess I might be able to sell that one. Kahigan is just probably going to go in the trash or something like that. I got so many items that I just have in here just because I want to give it to, like, just want to give it to a new player. I love giving stuff to new players. That's like one of my favorite things to do. And then of course we have the Grim Shield here. Let's see what happens. 1 socket, but it is a 2 skill. So at least being 2 skill, it'll sell for something. Because 2 skill, you know, that's just at least good for on swap. Just to get your pre-buff going, so not the best. We did find a Bariza just this last one. It didn't roll very good damage range. 269. It's above average. It's a 70% roll here. Let's see if we can get hit the max sockets, which is 6. So yeah, that didn't go well. We do have a Flame Bellow, and at that, it is a plus 28 Holy Fire one. It only has 192 ED, but if it hits 4 sockets, we're in the money. 3 sockets. I mean, I'll probably sell for something. It'll sell for something, probably not much, because I think I even got my level 27 one with 4 sockets. Man, we're kind of just low rolling on most of this stuff here today. We did get a Soul Drainers. I want to slam these. If we can get an ED or I think Deadly Strike roll on this, that would be amazing. Poison Res, not great, but hey, it is a +3/+3 mana and life steal. Soul Drainers, it should be worth something here. And now we have another item that we found here. So we got a +2 magic and passive Amazon, 20 increased attack speed. I don't think this is anything special. I've just never really sold +2 gloves, but I imagine having things like Poison Res, reduced length might be usable for a summons on. 10% Deadly Strike. Again, don't know if that's necessarily good. I think so far our highlight is coming in the form of this tiara right here. Wonder if that's good. And then the last one, we have to identify a jewel. I'm hoping for another +5/+5. This is our third +5/+5. Oh my god, we've gotten 3 of them on the season. The first one I sold. The second 2 I'm saving because eventually I'm going to slot them into like a Raycors or my future build chest piece, which might be. So yeah, today we've hit 2 5/5 rainbow facets. That's probably got to get you jealous. And the last but not least is this one right here. So this ring I actually want to use. Because again, we want 2 half freeze duration. I like that it has a little bit of magic find. It has half freeze duration. All res is good. Strength, life res, everything's good. Please, please, please don't brick. Oh! Oh! 3% physical damage taken reduced. That is good because I actually don't like this ring right here. So I'm going to swap this one out. That, you know what? I feel like I'm pretty happy overall with this because again, I need 2 items with half freeze duration so that I get cannot be frozen, which is perfect. So we have both of these that are pretty solid attack rating. They give me life steal, and this one, yeah, 6 all res, physical damage reduction. I kind of want to get like this again over here if we can, and it's crazy that we found that, which is just absolutely bonkers. We still need to get like a different pair of boots coming up. We're probably even gonna go a different belt and chest piece here, but everything else is looking pretty solid. So yeah, we basically just hit I mean, we probably gained like 5 high runes just today between the runes that we found and the items. And of course, I have to figure out what this guy is worth right here. I don't know if it's worth anything. It feels good, it looks good, and we're gonna have to see how this is going. Now, I'm not gonna leave you guys with just that. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of gameplay here too, just in case you guys wanted to see what this build was doing here. So we'll do an easier map here. I think I'm just gonna blast through. Honestly, we can even do a Horizons or something. Hall of Chaldeum is one of my favorites in this build too because there's no fire and there's no physical immunes. I'm not going to do a Cows just yet. Could do a Ruined Cistern. Takes a little bit longer though. Nah. Let's just go with this one. Let's re-roll a Horizons real quick. Hoping I have enough resources for a decent roll here. 91 density for a tier 1 is actually pretty solid. That you can't complain about. And then of course, always slam your maps here. Look at that. We missed the density. Awesome. That's the one thing we always want, density. We did not get it. So let me show you guys what this build is looking like right now. And that's even going into a map right here that has fire res immunities. Like there are some that I don't know if we can break. We did get witches, which I really hate, but you can see here, all we have to do is just jump in a straight line, and we're pretty much going good. I don't even care about the certain maps. Certain maps, I'm just going to stop picking up at this point, because I just have so many maps, as you guys saw, that I'm never going to use. Because there's certain ones I feel like every build, like, you love going up against, and there's other ones that you just absolutely hate. But you can see how this is working, right? This is a pretty simple build right here, where literally we just don't stop jumping. You just keep jumping. If you want to click stuff, you click stuff. If you don't, you just keep jumping. And if you find something GG, cool. If you don't, then it is what it is. And you try to get the best density you can with a good kill speed, or you go ahead and do like cow maps, which is like crazy good. One thing I haven't found really great is any really GG charms yet. They've been all like okay ones, you know, a Mal here, a Mal there. Nothing really high rune worthy this year, which is a little sad. And large charms now, they only roll like up to 3% of a element. It just feels a lot weaker, like a lot weaker. It doesn't almost feel like worth picking up. I still pick up overmauls and stuff just to see if it gets something good. Ooh. I think we just found a Schaefer's right there, right? Ooh, and a yellow jewel. I'll take it. Looks like we might have another slam session at the end of this map, boys and girls. So yeah. Well, I mean, it could be a Schaefer's. It could be, what, a Stone Crusher as well? I feel like it's going to be a Schaefer's. One thing I have not seen yet, I have not seen a single sacred armor that has been unique. Every single one's been like white, or socketed, or ethereal, or something like that. And hey, we actually hit level 91. You can see we haven't put a ton of hours into this character. We're still very low level. We're not very far up at all as far as power level goes, so keep that in mind. You just have to know how to farm right and get a little bit of lucky at the same time, and you'll be in a good spot. I'm just going to keep putting points into vitality and natural resistance just to keep us going here. Ooh, boots. I always like picking up boots. Boots are like the one nice thing that you could always hit like a quad res, and it could be worth a little something here. And then of course we're gonna do this and just swap on over and just frenzy him down. And that's why I love having frenzy, is for those situations right there where you just need a single target, you just melt them down real quick, very quick and easy. Let's keep on going. Again, we're not worried about like 100% clearing. If we miss some mobs, we don't kill them all, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. We're really just going for kill speed. We're not going for full clear whatsoever here. If we were, we'd probably be picking up more stuff too. But most of the time, I just try to get through maps as quickly as possible. If no map event spawns either, then that's just more reason to not hang around on the map. Just get as much cleared in the main pathways as possible and then move on. Now, bosses on this build are a little annoying because you really have to watch your health pool on these. You do have to quite occasionally chug some potions, some full rejuve, so make sure you do have them on you. If either of these are good at all. Not really. Let's keep moving. Let's keep chugging along. We'll rebuff just to make sure. Again, I always like having a full inventory of full rejuves at this point too. And we've already got a couple Whirlstone shards too. So at the very least, we got our reroll shard back, which is kind of one of the most important things here. Let's see what we get. Large charms again. I'm almost to the point of not picking up large charms, except for the fact that I only have like 6 of them right now are fire damage ones, and they're not even +3. Like half of my plus fire damage charms are like +2s with life or something like that. We'll probably eventually do that. I'm just still looking at the big ticket items more than anything else. That, and of course anything that is Thull or higher for reroll runes, that is super important. The amount of maps that we're starting to reroll and trying to get stuff close to like 200 when we're going for tier 3. So this is looking good so far. Love Ghosts, they have a high chance to drop high runes. The last map I did, like I said, we did a cows map. I got a Sir off of it, I think was what I got, and then yesterday I got a Zod, and yeah, we're getting some pretty good luck so far. Pretty decent. I've gotten to the point I'm not even really picking up flawless if I'm trying to really pay attention to like more of my clear speed than anything else. Like, it just doesn't feel worthwhile to stop and just pick up jewels left, right, and center. Because with this build, a lot of times you kill stuff behind you, and it's like, I don't want to run back just to get a gem. Sometimes I don't even want to run back for a jewel, but it's like, you know, that one jewel you don't pick up is a 40-15. Like, you know it is. It's just, that's how it works. Guardian crown, huh? Why could you have not been unique? We literally have what? 266. 266 magic find, and we could not find what we need. All right, so let's just keep on going here. I just realized I wasn't actually fully buffed, which was my mistake. Splint mail. I don't think we want that, right? Ice blink. It is +2. I don't know if anybody uses ice blink. I'll hold on to it just in case. The filter isn't excited for it, but the filter's not excited for a lot of things. I use Cryzart, and it feels like occasionally it's missing big exclamation marks on certain items that can be like really GG, like really important build items. Like Flame Bellows, like it almost makes it so like it doesn't even notify you. It's like, oh yeah, it dropped, but whatever. I'm like, no man, that could be like really, really good. So much density in this room, I love it. I will always pick up skulls. I will always pick that up. I've kind of stopped rolling throwing weapons because it feels like nobody plays throw barb anymore. So it feels like a waste, like chasing the throwing weapons that nobody uses anymore. It's really sad the state throw barb is. Like, it used to be the #1 build out there, but not anymore. Not anymore. The days of that are well past. Used to just melt screens. Now it barely tickles the enemies. Even like a bleed version of the build doesn't really work well, which if you're going to physical build nowadays, you need to go in like a open wounds type build with whirlwind or something. Oh, there's an ethereal sacred armor again. Come on, man. Where is the actual where are the unique sacred armors? I need to blind slam one of those so badly. And you see, a lot of things follow us and they die along the way, which is why a lot of the loot ends up well behind us. A little annoying at times, but I mean, you can't really complain with the speed of this build. Like, it powers through this pretty dang well, if I say so. I feel like this is on par or better than a lot of my physical builds that I've done with Barb in the past. And it's just such a much more enjoyable experience, and I feel like there's so much less chance of dying in this build. This build feels extremely tanky, and I don't even have that much PDR. I think I'm at like 25% or something like that, which, all things considered, is not a lot. Honestly, if you're on hardcore, just throw like a shaft stop on or some sort of crafted ED, physical damage reduction safety craft chest, and that would be, I desynced. But again, every time I desync, I don't think I've died a single time to desync, thankfully, because of the leap. The leap puts me in really weird situations, but overall it's kept me safe and hasn't killed me during one of these desyncs, so not too bad. My gosh, we're getting a lot of worldstone shards here. We're up to 5 just on a normal map. I'll take it, man. I will definitely take it. And yeah, the one really nice thing about this build too, for anybody that's watching this and consider doing this Rapture build, remember we have a full guide on this video. I am going to be doing an updated one pretty soon though, once I get a couple more gear changes in. But it's a very cost-effective start even. Like, tier 1 maps just melt to the budget version. All you need is the Rapture, which is like probably what, 3 high rank investment to start this build off. After that, you're pretty much good to go. A lot of these other items aren't like must-haves or anything like that. And you can kind of just not even pay attention some of the times to what you're doing, and you're not at a big risk of dying or anything. So really can't understate how well I like this. A lot of the animations put enemies in like hit recovery and stuff too, from the leap animation and all the explosions. Tons of meteors coming down from the sky too, which is good. At this point, I don't even want to pick up that large charm because I just want to finish the map. I just want to see a high rune. I don't care about anything else. If I see a high rune, I'm done with the map. Oh man, come on. We got no map events sadly either, and that's one thing. Another reason why, once I get one of these maps, if I don't get a map event, I usually just like, you know, power through it. I'm like, all right, well, let's just get in and out of here. Let's get to another one. Maybe another one has a map event. If I could pick this am up, that would be amazing. But looks like I'm literally full here. Coming down to the last couple corners. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to just keep chugging stuff. We are literally out of inventory space, so if we get a high rune, we have to drop something quick. But you see, it was a pretty safe run overall, I'd say. We're getting a lot of life, large charms, which are pretty useless to us. Last section right here. Looking good. There's not a ton of density to get down here, so we're not going to worry too much. Oh, a ring did drop way behind us, though. And I think that's where we're going to end this one here. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. We got really, really crazy lucky with some stuff here. We do have to do one thing before we get out of here, though. And that is blind slam. It is time. Let's see how we end this. Is it going to be an amazing slam? Is it going to be a bad one? An increased attack speed. Oh, it's a perfect ED. Oh my god. If only it hit an ED roll. I still think it's good. Could be better though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some slam sessions, some grinding, and an update on the Rapture Barbarian. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button. Go check out some of our other videos on the channel here, and I'll see you guys next time.